and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio king.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll have it past mid. Field almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Got it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Patterson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch QB drop. 57 Mike 57. Come on.
To throw on 3rd down, Patterson. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 15, line it. 59.
Now Jones. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0, Audier Sports.
Bears 7, Giants nothing.
Ready, set.
Mike 58, right there. Danny. Jack. 58's the Mike.
Hey, Sam off.
Bandit.
Go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Watch left. He's time right there. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Leo. Hey, Delta. 2.
Throwing Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
57 to Mike. Stop your whining.
Now.
Back to throw. Patterson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. And they also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defenses will blitz and attack in this situation, hoping to cause a little bit of havoc.
Here we go. 50, plant. You watch me, 261, matchbox, light, hit.
Jones off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go. Bring it up.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's get off the field, Pete.
General West.
Shoot.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
To throw on second down, Patterson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
From the gun, Patterson. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 23-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Check. Lucky.
Let's go.
They'll go to Barkley again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
Here we go. Single, 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 single.
Deep grip.
Off the play fake, Patterson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Wolf. Yes.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
5.
Jones now to throw again. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The toss out to Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Ready.
57. Let's go, dude. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And he's got his man on the out route. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. That is caught by Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He's got Burton here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
X3, 218, chop it.
On 3rd and 2, Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Badgley on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10.
90, Wolf.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Come, pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, Patterson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Ricardo Lewis, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Good move at the 30. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now they get to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones throwing on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jones' throw on target to Shepard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Jones now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 36, Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year, and the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, for touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my